Buying a home with a low down payment is one of the most frustrating, painful, and honestly emotionally exhausting experiences buyers go through. It is stressful, it's disappointing, and it makes you feel like no matter what you do, you're always one step behind. But there is a proven, viable solution, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to buy your home with a low down payment. Let's dive into it. I know the pattern so far. You fall in love with a house, you write the offer, and then bam, you lose it to someone with a 20% down or worse, an all cash buyer. But here's what most people don't realize: low down payment buyers win all the time, every single week. And they don't win because they have more money, because we know they don't have it. They will win because they use the right strategy with the right approach for their situation. You have to play your cards right. You have to play with the cards that you're dealt and make the best of it. This strategy works incredibly well for first time homebuyers, people who have income but they don't have a big down payment, people who qualify but haven't saved enough for a larger down payment, and especially for VA buyers who can buy a home with no down payment. When you are in that situation, as I said, you have to play every card correctly. You use every strategic advantage available to put the seller's mind at ease and make them trust you as a viable buyer with no to minimum risk. You need to show the seller that you are prepared, that you have done your homework, and that you will close the deal comfortably. The more comfortable the seller feels, the easier this entire process is going to be. And I'm there to guide you through it as well. Let me tell you what we will do to win with a small down payment. First, you don't need a bigger down payment. You just need to look stronger on paper than the other guys. That is why you can never rely on a basic pre approval loan letter. It is not strong enough. You will lose with that letter. You have to walk in with a loan that is fully approved and underwritten before we even get started. And yes, there is such a loan, there is such a process. We've done it many times and we win it all the time. To the seller, that makes you look like a cash buyer because we are removing the loan contingency just like a cash buyer would. And that alone puts you ahead of most buyers immediately. Next, you win with the speed and efficiency. Let me explain. Sellers care more about certainty and timing than how much you're putting down. Because at the end of a transaction, they will get their entire money, regardless of how big your down payment is, right? They get paid no matter how much money you put down. So we tighten everything up. We do our inspection in 5 days. We do our appraisal in 14 days. And then no loan contingency. We talked about that. That is why we did all of this full underwriting approved loan to tell the seller that our purchase is not dependent on that loan. We are approved because we handle that upfront. You're telling the seller you're ready, you're serious, and you will not waste his time, and he has no risk. One more thing: we tackle the appraisal gap. The number one fear the sellers have with a low down payment buyer, even with a 20% buyer, is that the house does not appraise for the sales price. So, what we will do, We will offer them small gap, 5,000, maybe 10,000 between our price and the appraised value. So if appraised value is slightly lower, we will still proceed with the deal. Not enough to break you, but enough to show your confidence and your confidence that you're going to win the deal. But before we do that, I'm going to compare your house value with the recent homes sold in the area to be absolutely certain that the house will appraise and to minimize your risk. We want to make sure you're protected all the way. And finally, your offer has to come in with a certainty package. What does that mean? That means I'm going to get the lender, the mortgage officer, to talk to the listing agent and to put his mind and the seller's mind completely at ease that your loan is fully approved. We will show them your full underwriting file. We show them your proof of funds, and we will show them your timeline. And we communicate all of that professionally all the way through. We make you look like the easiest, safest buyer in the entire stack of buyers. And that is how you beat a cash buyer and the 20% down buyer. You don't lose offers because you don't have enough money. You lose because you don't have the right strategy and the right approach. Now, if you want me to walk you through this entire process and help you get it completed and win with a low down payment, you can book a complimentary call with me. The link is in the description below. And if you wish to contact me directly, you can text or call me. The number is on the screen and is also in the description below. Looking forward to connecting with you. Take care of yourselves.